Star Wars 7x7 episode 2127. Well, May 1st is just around the corner, and I thought today we would take a look at what's on tap for Star Wars in the month of May. Punch it! Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod, and this is Star Wars 7x7, your daily dose of Star Wars joy. And thank you so much for joining me for it. So, May for Star Wars is an interesting month. Right now, we have a lot of front-loaded stuff, and I will get to that. But one thing that's been ongoing, that is going to be ongoing in May, and kind of sad actually, is the Star Wars comic verse. Apparently the presses have stopped, and this is both print and digital, and it's been going on for multiple weeks now with everything going on related to the coronavirus situation. But yeah, it is just at a full dead stop. Not even digital issues are coming out. There were supposed to be 4 issues of Star Wars comics coming out this month, including the Bounty Hunters limited series that was going to get a new issue. The rebooted Dr. Aphra series was supposed to get, I think, issue number 3, and then the new Star Wars series that chronicles the time period between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and then the Darth Vader series. This would be the 3rd Darth Vader series, and also taking place within that same time period. All 4 of those issues are not coming out, at least, not anytime soon, and multiple issues prior to that hadn't come out as well. So that's been one unfortunate side effect of everything going on with the coronavirus. On the book side of the house, we don't have any novelizations scheduled to come out in the month of May. A lot of that has been pushed. The next one will actually be in June. The next ones, I should say, because there's going to be a couple of them. But there are a couple of things coming in May that are supposed to be. One of them is The Art of Star Wars Rebels. And, this is a real iffy one in the sense that previously it was supposed to be coming out in March. And Wikipedia is saying that it's actually due in late May, but I'm seeing online on sites like Amazon and Barnes & Noble and whatnot, and even Dark Horse's website, and they're the publisher, that this is supposed to come out on the 24th of April, but Amazon is showing it as temporarily out of stock, both their regular edition and also the luxurious special super duper limited edition hardcover that is really fancy and whatnot. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that, and I'm not seeing any additional details around it, just that May 27th, I believe, is the date that Wikipedia is showing for this thing to come out. So it's coming if it isn't there already, but yeah, that one is a little bit iffy. There's also a retelling of the original trilogy by Studio Fun, and they have die-cut covers, and they're going to be 3 different books, one for each of the movies, so those are also coming out in May, but pretty light on the book side as well. On the animation front, well, this is going to be a big month because this is the end of the Clone Wars. We've got Shattered, which is episode 11 and the penultimate episode in the season and in the story arc. That's coming out on Friday, May 1st, and initially it was going to be May 8th for the final episode, which is Victory and Death. But instead, they've decided to move that to May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, surprise, surprise. And so the final episode of the Clone Wars will debut this coming Monday. On the live action front, the big news that we got is related to The Mandalorian, and there's going to be an 8-episode docu-series, this is what they're calling it, on Disney Plus for the production of The Mandalorian. And it looks like they're having roundtable discussions with both the directors and also the actors from the series. This is at least what they showed in the trailer that has debuted on StarWars.com and on their YouTube channel and so forth. And I think the thing I'm looking forward to most about this is them going into what's referred to as the volume, which is the giant room that they use to create virtual sets for The Mandalorian. I think this is going to be one of the most exciting things about this series, but there's, just a 2-minute-ish trailer, and there's only so much they can show in it. So who knows? There's probably going to be a lot more exciting stuff in there, but that particular aspect, I'm really fascinated to see. And if there's anything else coming on the live action front, well, we don't know about it just yet. And the same goes for the movie situation because, you know, we were supposed to find out something about 2022 a little bit earlier this year, and obviously that hasn't happened, and obviously there have been other much more important complications in the world, but yeah, you know, we can still hope that we'll hear something about that. But in the meantime, The Rise of Skywalker wasn't actually scheduled to come to Disney Plus until later this year, but similarly to how they released the digital version a little bit early because of everything going on, well, they also decided to make it available early on Disney Plus, and so Rise of Skywalker is now coming to Disney Plus on May the 4th. As far as the only other movie that is not yet available on Disney Plus, that would be Solo: A Star Wars Story. Well, there's an agreement for it staying on Netflix all the way into the summer, and so I have a feeling that we're not going to be able to get it anytime sooner, but yeah, be that as it may, there's still an opportunity for you to watch it, at least if you are of a mind to do so, and I just did, and I had a great time watching it not too long ago. But yes, Rise of Skywalker is coming to Disney Plus on Monday, May the 4th. And in addition to everything else going on around May the 4th, there's something happening actually the day before on May the 3rd that I'd like to call your attention to. It is a Rebel-thon being put on by the Rebel Legion, and it's a 12-hour webathon that is being done to raise awareness and funds for UNICEF and their efforts to fight COVID-19. It's happening at their Facebook page, so facebook.com/The Rebel Legion. They've got a bunch of guests that are going to be showing up, including Vanessa Marshall, that's Hera from Rebels, Mark Thompson, who's been on the show, the narrator and performer for a bunch of Star Wars audiobooks, Garrick Hagan, who is Biggs in the original trilogy, and all sorts of other folks who have been on screen or behind the scenes. It's a pretty cool lineup, so check out facebook.com/The Rebel Legion and the Rebelthon happening starting at 12 p.m. Eastern. It's a 12-hour webathon to support UNICEF and their efforts to fight COVID-19. And that is going to do it for our look at what's coming up in the month of May, and that's going to do it for this episode of the show as well. Thank you so much for joining me for it, as always, and may the curve be flattening for you wherever in the world you may be.
This podcast is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Ltd, Disney, or 20th Century Fox. It is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other related Star Wars items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Ltd, or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the force be with them. All original content is copyright 2019 by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.